They call it live television, but how much of it is really controlled?
Crew with our music intro.
Guests saying what they shouldn't.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in
Area 51?
Area 51. There's no underground. They hid it from the President of the United States.
Symbols flashing too fast to notice.
I learned that Satanists believe that they have to reveal who they are. So that is why we see a lot of these occult members in Hollywood. We see the pyramid, the Illuminati pyramid a lot. We see the evil one eye constantly.
Celebrities freezing like a script just failed. These moments slipped through, and millions witnessed what wasn't meant to air. Very recently, former U.S. President Barack Obama revealed information about the existence of aliens on a podcast he did with Brian Tyler Cohen.
Are aliens real?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in, what is it?
Area 51?
Area 51. There's no underground facility, unless there's this enormous conspiracy, and they hid it from the President of the United States.
Later, as this very clip started to get viral, his reaction to justify or stop the trend by making a post that he further elaborated on, unknowingly made this post on his social media. Furthermore, this got even more interesting when the current U.S. President, Donald Trump, decided to speak out on it, accusing Obama of having revealed classified information.
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know?
So aliens are real.
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. He made a big mistake.
Speaking of Obama, there was another controversy that came to light with several key figures mentioning the truth about Michelle Obama. In July 2014, one of the reporters who was questioning Joan Rivers, who made the statement on Michelle Obama, which was on live TV.
You know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
Now, initially, this clip could have left a room of doubt or confusion until another similar clip was filmed of Elon Musk's father, Errol Musk, in a Wide Awake podcast in February 2025.
I've never been impressed with Obama's approach. You know, we realized we'd learned Obama's a queer married to a man who dresses as a woman. We'd all learned that. It's not common knowledge, you know, that
Michelle Obama's a man.
Of course. You don't know that?
I didn't know that, no.
Well, now you know.
Even Tucker Carlson was passed a comment during one of his shows on Fox.
Yeah, Michelle Obama's a man. Obviously, you know, they've got, you know, got pictures of her in tracksuits with a 9-inch schlong hanging down her leg.
Later in the year, Michelle Obama was revealed to be filing for a divorce, being in therapy, as while going through a life transition. Theories state that this was probably a big reveal about oneself in public, or accepting the statements that were coming to light. Before we start, hit like and subscribe to stay alert, because these strange moments from around the world weren't supposed to exist. Glitch on live show. A regular TV viewer, noticing something unusual, recorded a strange moment that occurred in the background of a show. The clip showed a man staring directly at the camera without flinching, wearing a faint smirk. He appeared completely still, with eyes that some described as reptilian, while people around him continued to move. Most viewers and mainstream sources dismissed the reaction, suggesting he might have been wearing thin designer glasses, but a closer look at the footage indicates that doesn't seem to be the case. On-stage reveal. As symbolism and on-stage rituals become increasingly common, it seems performers are pushing boundaries even further. A TikTok upload from July 7th, 2024, captured an unknown musical act in which one performer held a cross upside down, while another appeared to drink from a cup of raw sacrificial materials in front of the audience, later spitting it out. In a provocative gesture, the cross was even dipped into the cup, drawing strong reactions from viewers and sparking debate over the shocking display. Live broadcast. During a live interview, a former Chilean minister unsettled viewers when her posture appeared unusual and her eyes seemed to shift, with pupils strikingly reminiscent of a lizard's. The moment sparked attention not only in South America, but internationally, A similar incident was reported in the US, where a government official was caught on camera behaving oddly, appearing tense, and as if struggling to blend in with human behavior. These events fueled speculation about reptilian beings living among us, seemingly attempting but failing to fully mimic human actions. Revealed news anchor. What began as a routine live news segment took an unexpected turn when a zoomed-in clip started circulating online. Conspiracy-minded viewers claimed the anchor's teeth looked unusual, less typically human, and more reptile-like, sparking intense speculation. According to these interpretations, the anchor had briefly lost control, accidentally revealing a hidden form. The slowed-down footage, which appeared to show smaller, sharper-looking teeth, was widely shared as supposed evidence. Others, however, suggested lighting, camera distortion, or video compression could easily explain the strange appearance. Alien proof revealed.
Tonight we continue our series looking at unidentified anomalous, say that easy, phenomena, what many people still call UFOs.
Back in July 2023, a hearing was held in the U.S. Congress where former military intelligence officer turned whistleblower David Grush shared details about the UFOs, their interactions with the military, and why they have remained hidden from the general public.
Do you believe that our government is in possession of UAPs?
Absolutely, based on interviewing over 40 witnesses over 4 years. I know the exact locations.
The hearing further proceeded, where the recovery of alien figures or remains was raised after the downing of some of these UFO, which was then confirmed.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
Biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human.
Now, this wasn't just the only evidence or statement about the existence of aliens or UFOs as Shady Slim Shady. There's a widespread belief that some celebrities achieve success by surrendering their bodies to a highly intelligent reptilian species. Similar theories have been directed at Eminem, the rap icon, and it all came to attention about 10 years ago during an ESPN interview while he was promoting his newly released song, Berserk. During the broadcast, thousands of viewers noticed Eminem's eyes going slightly out of focus as he stared directly at the cameras, motionless. For the next few seconds, he appeared dazed, and his facial expressions grew unusual. While some attributed it to nerves, many claimed it was evidence that the reptilian presence inside Eminem was struggling to blend in.
Eminem, but he's going to join the Saturday night crew with our music intro starting next Saturday night.
Singers' occult rituals. Most singers don't just gain popularity based on their skill or talent, but rather by becoming members of these occults. One such was that of a video of Ronnie James, who revealed how he had to do all the occult things along with his band, just to make the album Long Live Rock and Roll.
The horrible thing about that album is all the occult things that we went through, because we went through a severe phase of contacting a spirit that was the most scary thing I think any of us have ever been through.
He further went on and mentioned the name of the spirit to be Baal, as they called in.
Rose this spirit named Baal. So not to go into the whole thing, Baal was this really evil spirit whose name is on the album, on the Long Rock Roll album. It says thanks to so on, thanks, like no thanks to Baal. It was really chaotic in, stopping this album. I mean, the tape machines would just suddenly stop on their own. Doors that were locked that had only one key to one person whom we trusted would go up there and things would be playing. And
James added how this spirit was chaotic and out of control, doing things that everyone on the set. Similarly, this is another footage that was filmed in the middle of Madonna's concert, who performed herself to be the high priestess of Satan's church, making a satanic ritual ceremony in front of her fans, who unknowingly were attending and making themselves part of it.
And the beast that I saw was like a leopard, his feet were like a bear's, and its mouth was like a lion's mouth, and to it the dragon gave his.
The same could be said about the performance in Frankfurt, Germany, of a frontman, Till Lindemann, who appeared as he typically does under the stage light. Then, within seconds, a subtle change in his expression and the way the lighting hit his face created a fleeting, almost surreal effect. For a brief moment, some audience members felt as though his presence had shifted, as if he had tapped into a darker alter ego to amplify the atmosphere. While the effect was almost certainly the result of staging, shadows, and theatrical performance, the split-second transformation left a powerful impression on those watching. Ariana Grande, Katy Perry, Britney Spears, and Beyoncé, among many others, have also released different footage in satanic worship rituals, openly declaring that they worship Satan to influence the billions who admire them to follow. Gaming tournament incident. A live video gaming tournament in Jacksonville, Florida, was interrupted by a mass shooting back in August 2018, a clip of which was later shown on the media. In the video, the sounds of the discharging, panic, and screams could be heard. Even though this footage was filmed live and was soon after banned on social media, it was played on the TV, surprising many of the unexpected reveal. Taxiing UFO. An anonymous source released this footage after slipping past warning signs and barbed wire into the outer perimeter of a remote, undisclosed military installation, where he claimed to have filmed a landed UFO. Behind a massive windowless hangar, an enormous craft appeared, hovering only inches above the ground, utterly silent, drifting in slow, unnatural motion, as if untouched by gravity. 2 armed guards later could be heard having noticed the source and started to pursue them in one way or the other. Whatever he had stumbled upon inside that classified base, it was clear he was never meant to leave with evidence of it. Paris Olympics. Although the BBC covered this in 2024 as a theatrical highlight of the Paris Olympics opening ceremony, what some viewers saw on screen resembled an ongoing ritual that. It shows clips of a performer portraying a decapitated Marie Antoinette holding her own head, along with a pale horseman, the fourth and final horseman of the apocalypse in the book of Revelation 6:8. Furthermore, it also includes a performance featuring drag queens and other performers arranged at a long table by the River Seine. This performance drew controversy as many viewers interpreted it as a parody of Leonardo da Vinci's famous painting, The Last Supper. Jeffrey Epstein dossier. In February 2026, the Justice Department released a video that revealed Epstein's former butler, Alfredo Rodriguez, who tried to sell Epstein's Black Book, which detailed evidence on many elites who were involved for more than a decade, for $50,000 in an undercover FBI sting operation back in 2009.
Who created this book?
Epstein himself.
This book was made by Epstein?
I compiled a list of the people, a list of the girls in families that were going when I was household manager.
Rodriguez was arrested shortly afterward for obstruction of justice because he had earlier failed to turn over the book when asked by authorities and faced prison time. This very book revealed the names of many top figures, including Bill Clinton, Prince Andrew, and Bill Gates, as well as the current U.S. President, Donald Trump. According to sources, this very book was the source of litigation against Ghislaine Maxwell's trial and conviction. As the trend of Epstein started to get unstoppable exposure in public, reporters filmed staff members who were coming out of the White House holding dossiers of Epstein files. The reality of this situation was exposed by a Michael Wolff recording of Jeffrey Epstein spilling insider details about Trump's White House as a chaotic circus that Trump himself stoked. Anna Heche mystery. The scenes that unfolded about Anna Heche's passing in August 2022 are perhaps some of the most dramatic ones. In an aerial photo at the crash site of her vehicle, she was seen suddenly getting up from her stretcher in panic.
On the other side of the vehicle. Oh my gosh! He's completely alive!
What the?
According to the mainstream source, she was said to have lost control of her car.
And this is the first time we're going to see this this victim. It doesn't look that good, but yeah, it does look terrible.
However, theorists believe that she was locked in the car on purpose and, despite surviving the crash, was then later taken down. Jay-Z. On December 9th, 2024, a columnist, Liz Crokin, posted a video on her Twitter where her guest, Jaguar Wright, who was being interviewed, detailed a video of Jay-Z explaining his involvement with witchcraft. The guest added that Jay-Z was seeking help for a long time, not just for fame, but also in his career to perform along with his personal life. Later on, Liz Crokin also exposed Jay-Z's ties to satanic witch Marina Abramovich in Out of Shadows in a documentary back in 2020.
I learned that Satanists believe that they have to reveal who they are in some way, shape, or form. So that is why we see a lot of these occult members in Hollywood constantly flaunting symbolism. We see the pyramid, the Illuminati pyramid a lot. We see the evil one eye constantly. It's always on the cover of magazines.
In another instance, when Jay-Z was on Live on Air, he was asked about his satanic chain, which immediately made him look nervous.
By the way, this isn't even my chain. I stole it from somebody. Yeah, I'll tell y'all who that was off camera.
You stealing chains now?
Not really stealing.
Does it mean anything to you though?
Yeah, a little bit.
Later on, even Cat Williams further exposed Jay-Z as a disciple of Satan, among many others. Live Grammys ritual. On a live broadcast at the 2024 Grammys, Olivia Rodrigo incorporated dark, theatrical imagery into her performance. While singing a song with vampire-inspired themes, the staging included dramatic visual effects, such as a red fluid oozing out, and she was putting them on herself, along with her clothes. What was thought to look like it was crafted was actually a ritual. Michael Jackson mystery. Back in November 2002, a very weird and alarming moment was filmed by one of the media cameramen where Michael Jackson was dangling his 9-month-old son over a hotel balcony, which was speculated to be him either under the influence of something or someone. Fast forward to a late night in 2011 in Paris, a shadowy figure resembling Michael Jackson was quietly escorted through a dimly lit alley by bodyguards. With his head lowered and security tightly around him, he moved quickly as if avoiding attention. A lone bystander captured the brief moment on camera, and the grainy clip soon sparked online speculation that the pop icon had somehow returned. A glimpse of a gloved hand and a familiar stride was enough to stir the imagination of fans still mourning his loss. Mark Zuckerberg. Some online commentators have pointed to what they describe as unusual or awkward moments in Mark Zuckerberg's public appearances, noting stiff movements, pauses in speech, or socially uncomfortable exchanges. These clips have fueled internet jokes and conspiracy theories, suggesting he seems robotic or out of place.
Especially, one of the crazy things when you do these live Q&As is some of them are very silly. So we got one. Mark, are the allegations true that you are secretly a lizard? I'm gonna have to go with no.
A small fringe has even pushed the far-fetched idea that he could be something other than human, often citing moments from interviews or a TED Talk where his responses felt rehearsed or tense.
But it is gonna bother you because you're human, and I was human. I am human, still.
However, most observers attribute these impressions to personality, presentation style, or the pressures of public speaking, rather than anything mysterious. Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton has long been a subject of speculation in reptilian or lizard people theories. In one clip showing her from the eyes down to her feet, viewers can observe her movements while drinking water or simply looking around, with her neck appearing to move in an unusual, almost unnatural way. Impopster. A recently surfaced video of the Pope has sparked intense online debate. In the clip, he appears to reach up and scratch his nose, but his skin seems unusually elastic. snapping back into place in a way that some viewers found strange. Some conspiracy theorists claim the video is evidence that the Pope isn't human, suggesting it reveals reptilian features hidden beneath a human guise. But what's really happening? Could it be a rare skin condition, an odd camera angle, or clever editing? Or is it truly an example of reptilian beings secretly living among us? Lizard President. Although it may seem audacious to scrutinize the former President of the United States, Joe Biden has displayed behavior that some observers find unusual. Many suggest that what appears to be signs of aging could instead hint at him secretly being a reptilian entity. It's not just occasional stumbles, though he has lost his balance at times, but also difficulties with simple tasks. For example, putting on a jacket sometimes seems awkward, not due to strength, but as if he's unsure how to manage it. Some have even noted changes in his ears, claiming his earlobes, once free-hanging, now appear attached, adding to the eerie impression. Lana Del Rey concert. At a Lana Del Rey concert in August 2023, a striking moment captured widespread attention when a large section of the crowd seemed to topple in a chain reaction. While many explained it as people losing balance and accidentally knocking others over, some onlookers speculated that the surge of energy from the performance itself may have played a role. Others went further, suggesting purely as conjecture that the dramatic, ritualistic elements of the show could have summoned unseen forces, influencing the crowd. Whatever the cause, the incident quickly sparked discussion and debate among fans and viewers online. Cult ceremony. To the casual observer, it might appear as a holy ceremony, but in reality, it was the opposite. An attendee at a satanic-themed Coachella in an undisclosed location anonymously shared a clip on Twitter showing the start of the ritual, from upside-down crosses on clothing to Masonic-style face masks and ceremonial staff. The participants' attire and actions seemed deliberately aligned with anti-Christian symbolism. Toward the end of the ceremony, a darker, more degrading scene unfolded. A small group of attendants appearing as servants was seen lifting their seated masters on their backs, moving only by crawling, further emphasizing the ritual's disturbing hierarchy. Demonic star. Although Michelle Lamy is recognized as an experimental artist and performer, her presence in this clip struck many as unusually intense. Captured at a Hollywood rave in August 2025, she delivers vocalizations that feel less like conventional singing and more like haunting, rhythmic sounds. Accompanied by equally atmospheric music. The striking aesthetic led some Reddit users, viewers, and conspiracy-leaning commentators to speculate about possible hidden meanings or symbolic intent behind the performance. A few even suggested, in their interpretations, that such events might tap into or amplify the emotional energy of the crowd. Kim Petras. At a concert on October 17th, 2023, German pop singer and Los Angeles-based songwriter Kim Petras made a striking entrance that many described as deliberately provocative. She lifted a mask while walking hand in hand with another performer portraying a satanic figure, creating the impression of a symbolic pact. Later in the show, a clip shows the two dancing intimately and theatrically, amplifying the dramatic imagery. With much of her fan base consisting of young women, some viewers interpreted the performance as normalizing these dark, theatrical themes, particularly through interactions with a character presented as mischievous or sinister. Sam Smith. At the 65th Grammy Awards, Sam Smith and Kim Petras performed Unholy, but the act drew attention for its striking imagery. Smith in red with devil horns amid flames, and Petras dancing in a cage under intense red lighting. Many viewers likened the scene to a ritual, sparking social media backlash and FCC complaints, describing it as a demonic ceremony. While the Church of Satan dismissed the reaction as overblown, the performance left some convinced that the staging hinted at a hidden occult message beyond mere entertainment. Bill Clinton. A strange clip of Bill Clinton has been causing unease online. In it, the former president appears frozen, pale, and expressionless, almost as if in a trance, with some even likening him to a puppet controlled by invisible strings. The footage, captured off-air during the Bush-Clinton campaign, led many to speculate that he wasn't fully in control of his actions. The notion that unseen forces may have influenced his rise to the White House adds an extra layer of intrigue, leaving viewers questioning what was really happening behind the scenes. Hypnosis snap. During an NBA playoffs post-game interview, Draymond Green experienced a chilling moment. Mid-conversation, he suddenly froze, his face blank and unresponsive.
Except that you might have gotten cut by the team.
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs this year. But it's been a heck of a ride, to be honest.
Though it lasted only seconds, the clip makes it feel almost endless. His teammate eventually called his name, bringing him back to reality. The incident sparked speculation online, with some linking it to mind control or even MK Ultra theories. Green's eerie, unresponsive pause remains one of the most unusual live TV moments, leaving fans questioning what really occurred during that unsettling freeze. Mind-controlled. In a televised basketball game, viewers noticed an odd moment involving analyst Jalen Rose. Seated courtside, he appeared unusually motionless, staring ahead with a distant expression that made it seem as though he was momentarily disconnected from the action. Not long after, Shaquille O'Neal was seen in a similarly still posture for an extended stretch, which only amplified the curiosity. The clips quickly circulated online, prompting speculation and imaginative theories, with some commentators jokingly suggesting the athletes looked like characters briefly paused mid-scene. Kenneth Copeland mystery. After preacher Kenneth Copeland rose to prominence, a viral video reignited debate about his intense preaching style. In the clip, his animated facial expressions, shifting tone of voice, and distinctive laugh struck some viewers as unsettling.
Ha ha. Ha ha ha.
While supporters argue that his delivery is simply passionate and dramatic, critics interpret the same moments as excessive or theatrical. The footage spread widely online, fueling discussion about whether his approach reflects fervent religious expression or something more unusual behind the scenes. Functional voodoo magic. A mysterious clip from an undisclosed location in Africa shows a strange figure walking, with smoke visibly rising from its collar. According to the video's source, the man beside the figure is its husband, and the footage was captured shortly after their wedding. Very little is known about the incident, but some viewers speculate that the man may have used magic or ritual practices, possibly voodoo, to manifest the figure or summon a spirit into physical form. The origins and nature of the figure remain unclear, and viewers are invited to share any additional insights or explanations in the comments. Open discussion. An experience many Bigfoot enthusiasts only hope for reportedly happened to a woman who was taking a walk while on a hike near the edge of a forest in Ohio. While she was on a routine walk through the woods, the woman came across a massive fur-covered figure that suddenly appeared nearby.
Come on inside! Carly!
Despite the distance between them, she estimated the being stood roughly 7 to 8 feet tall. Whether the sighting was a brief, accidental encounter or an intentional act of intimidation remains unknown, adding another layer of mystery to the account.
Come on inside! Carly!
The video has definitely reached its end. I will see you again with another Whoop-Wow video. Until then, you can check these other videos out for a Woo-Wow dose of entertainment and knowledge.